back to our Pwipwi POV. We are live here from our church in Deredo. I'm here with my friend Yesenia.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
And also we have some guests today. Can you please present yourselves? Who are you? Where are you coming from? Which is your island? Please.
My name is Amber. I am from the island of Toroas in Chuk, and I'm here with my mom.
My name is Joanne. I'm also from the island of Taros. I'm here with my daughter and Miss Jessie and Miss Berna.
All right. Today we have a very important topic that I know a lot of Micronesians they go through that. I know that normally that's what Miss Joanne was telling me, that normally in the house the man is supposed to be the provider, supposed to be the strong one, is supposed to take care of the family. But in reality, that's not really what happens. And today we're going to be talking about this. We have seen a lot of Micronesian families being broken, being all kind of like upside down in terms of values. And it's because things on the core has been really messy, right?
That the roles switched, right? So it's like opposite. And that's been a big problem that we've seen, because the thing is that we cannot take on a role that is supposed to be somebody else's, because when we try to do that, things just go wrong. If it's my job to do something and I have the capability of doing that, then I know that I will be able to do that right. But if I want to take somebody else's job where they know how to do that right, and I want to try to do it, it's not going to work, because I'm trying to do something that I really don't know how to do. It's not for me to do it. And that's why we see a lot of these problems.
It's like when you go to the doctor, you sit there and you tell your problems or the sickness or whatever symptoms you have to the doctor, and you allow the doctor to give his professional opinion. Oh, you have to do this treatment, take this medicine. You don't sit down and tell the doctor what you're gonna do. Oh, I'm feeling this and I'm gonna do this, doc. Like, no, this is not what it's. Yeah, it is. It's my body. That's what I'm gonna do. We don't do that with other things, but unfortunately, in the family, this has been happening a lot, and a lot more often than we can imagine.
Yes.
But today we want to ask you guys watching there to participate. Come on, last week you guys left us hanging.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I think because Tulane was here, and Tulane is the one that shares with everybody else because she has like 5 million followers and stuff. But Tulane was here. She was not sharing the show because she was in the show, and you guys did not participate like normally you do. But let's do different today. I want to hear your opinion. We want to know how has been your experience inside your house, growing up in a Micronesian family. Was it always the man, the provider, taking care of the family, or sometimes your mom would take the place of the man and it will be a little confusing? How was the situation in your house, in your family? We want to hear in the comments. And even if you were not from Micronesian, you can still comment, because families, they sometimes, even though it's from different places, they are very similar. And most of the times we make the same mistakes. A lot of times we make the same mistakes, right?
Yes. Even though the men are doing what they're supposed to be doing, but women, especially Chuki's women, they just wanna overpower the man. Yeah.
And you see, when we do that, just letting you guys know, today we're gonna be talking about switched roles in the relationship, in the family. And what you, Miss Joanne, is saying is something that we see a lot nowadays. Of course, we have this whole movement of the feminism, right?
Yes.
That has been empowering the women, and it brought us good things, but it also brought us a lot of bad things. I know this is a very, it's a little controversial. Not a lot of people like to talk about this because people feel offended when they say, oh, but women have the same rights. They are strong as the men. And I get that. Women, they do have the same rights. They are strong as well. But that's not how God created things to be. And because in a such how can I say, we are trying to prove ourselves so much, we ended up taking a place that was never supposed to be ours and making our lives more difficult. I think that's what it confused everything, because I even saw a post once of somebody saying, I missed when I could just be in the house baking cakes and having a tea in the afternoon.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, women wanted to, be out there working so much. It's like, I want to be independent. It's like, yes, now you're Miss Independent and you have to work, and then you also have to take care of your kids, and then your house, and then your marriage, and then your house is not clean. It's always a mess. It's like you're trying to embrace the whole world, and it's not working. It's not
It's like
working.
nothing's ever enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you see that? I see this a lot with the young crowd. Not that I'm old, okay? I'm not old, I'm young, but like the younger crowd. I see this a lot. Young girls, they're all the time trying to prove that they can do things. Even with our TPG, because I like to put our boys to do things that are manly. Like, come on, girls, they don't need to be carrying weights.
Exactly.
The boys, they have to
Yes.
be strong, they have to be men. So then I like to put the boys to do those things. So like, girls, you have set up this and that and that. Let the boys carry the heavy stuff. And when I turn my back, I see the girls like grabbing the tables, like, I can do it. It's like, I get it. I know you can do it. I can do it too. But it's not a matter of I can or I can't. I don't have to.
I know. Also, sometimes, the women will be, especially the independent women, they want their kids, especially girls, to grow up like them so they don't depend on anybody. That's why they like to push them to do stuff.
I want to know a little bit more about this. But before, can you let me know if we have already friends joining us?
Yes, I want to see here. First of all, before anything, also, I want you to do the three things: like, comment, and share.
I'm liking
okay?
right now. I'm
Like,
liking right now.
comment, and share. Who can tell me that they just did this? And if you did, I want to see your comment right
I
now,
did
because
it.
I don't see any comments here right now. But I see here. Who do I see? We have a couple viewers. Do we have any comments yet? Oh, yes, we do. Who do we have? Miss Akina. Good. Always connected with us. Good job. She says, growing up, it's always the men. Okay.
All
Growing
right.
up, it's always the men. Okay. Who else do we have? We have Miss Desiree. We have to teach them in a young age. Okay. Yes, we do, because they need to learn how to be strong from young.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Vaughn Salvador. She's saying watching from Mangi Town. Okay.
Let's go, money
A-
family.
Any other comments on the topic, on the reverse roles? Who do we have? Do we have anybody that commented so far? Anybody else?
Where's the
Anyone
YPG?
else?
YPG, you guys should be connected right now, because this is gonna help you in your future, in your family.
Yes.
It's gonna help you to avoid so many mistakes in your relationship. So please, YPG, where are you? Comment, share, invite your friends to be here with us. Amber's already sharing here in the chat. Call all the YPG. Let me see if we have any youth member connected, any
Oh.
EVG member connected.
We have somebody else here, a special guest watching.
Oh wow, we have hello. It's
Hello,
our
Miss Gabby.
Miss Gabby, our dear friend from our church in Hawaii.
Hello
She's
to
connected. Let's say
you.
hi to Miss Gabby.
Half a
Hello.
day.
Half a day. So we have very special people connecting today. That's great. Now, Miss Desiree is also saying they're me, probably because she's very special as well. Hi, Desiree.
Very.
Hi, Miss
Say hi to
Des.
Desiree. Hello. So let's share let's comment. And I want to see the groups of the church connected. Come on, EVG. Where's the Caleb? Ladies from Caleb group, I know you have a lot of experience. So we want to know from you, growing up in your house, who was the head of the household? Was it your mom or was your dad? Let us know here in the comment, because we're going to be talking about this topic today, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of you. Now, Miss Joanne, we have I already know a little bit of your story. I already kind of like saw your testimony a couple of times, but let's rewind a little. I want to know your house. How was the environment where you grew up? Who was the head of the household? Was it your dad? Was it your mom? Who would like have the last word?
My dad is always quiet,
Mm.
but he works, he provides. It's just that I see most of the Chuukese women, they like to talk too much. So I don't know if the men are being tired of them talking, so they kind of just avoid.
Just
It's
let
kind of
them-
like being
Bad.
like,
just let them talk.
I'm too lazy to deal with that. It's
don't
like,
have time to
yeah.
They're
deal
fed
with-
up.
yeah.
No, they get fed up.
Yeah.
So in your house, your dad, he would provide. He was not like a lazy man that would not do
No.
anything. And of course, we are talking about past generations. We know that every generation that passes, things gets a little bit worse, harder. It does. I'm sorry to say, but it does. But your dad, he was a hardworking man.
Yes.
But inside the house, he really did not have a voice.
He'll just, because my mom she's always like getting mad.
Mm.
Always getting mad.
Very angry grandma.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I know my dad sometimes, because he'll tell me, sometimes he'll say, can you just take her with you when I go visit? Can you just take her with you?
Oh.
Just go out with her, or like take her with
Yeah.
you forever.
Give me a minute of peace, please.
Mm.
So he would just like kind of like stay away from me just for a little bit. I love you, but you were like
Yes,
too much.
He does, because he'll go, our island is separated from the main island.
Mm.
So when he goes to the main island, that's when he can like buy stuff, groceries for the house. So he'll go and find whatever my mom, likes to eat, because my mom loves to eat ice cream.
Uh-huh.
My
So
mom.
he'll go bring, but then ladies, they always have things to say. It never means that.
Nothing's enough. for
Yeah.
them.
They're like always complaining,
There's
right?
always
Yeah.
something they have to like
But-
criticize.
They're 2 cents in all the time, right?
That's just
Okay.
that's just my mom. It's like my mom don't want to be like under,
Authority,
Yeah.
like submissive.
yeah. She always wants to be on top. Of.
She doesn't like
she
surprises
won't.
either.
Yeah, she won't allow my dad to like decide or.
For anything, for like
Yeah.
decisions on like administrative decisions, like
She'll,
like who's in charge of like the
Yeah.
money, what to
Yeah.
buy.
because and also she was already like over age, but she's still working, and she thought like I'm the one making the money, so it's my money.
I can do whatever I
Yeah.
want with
And
it.
then my dad was already retired, so
Oh.
it's like with my mom is like, your money is yours, my money is mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in your house, did you have a lot of like? Did you grow up with a lot of fights, a lot of arguments?
Yes.
How was it?
Because before, even with my dad be the provider for the family, he drinks a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of the time when he comes home drunk, and then started causing trouble, and that my mom she don't like my dad being so violent like that. So
Mhm.
she'll fight.
Wow, she will fight him back.
That
She'll
woman is a
fight
very,
back.
very tough.
But like
woman.
physical fight?
Physical fight.
Oh, wow.
okay. While he was drunk. Okay.
So you grew up seeing all of that.
I saw everything. Yes.
Now, seeing your family like with a bunch of fights, with a bunch of like craziness happening, when it was time for you to have your own family, did ever cross your mind like, I don't want to have a husband, I don't want to be married, I don't
Yes.
want to have a family?
Yes. Before, when I growing up, seeing all those kind of stuff, it kind of make me like, I don't want to, I don't want to be married. I don't want to have kids. I just want to be, by myself on my own, doing what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, before we continue with that, I think we can already go for a break. We have some more people joining. Meanwhile, if you are not joining the show, come on,
What are you
doing?
waiting
What are you
for?
waiting for? Share this link with your friends. I only see a couple of people here. I see Tulane, I see Ms. Zorinda, I see Sinoan. I see Sinoan tagging a lot of people.
Mhm, good
I
job.
have
comments.
Ms. Akina, and I have won 500 times here.
We have Resin, to Miss Resin, watching Miss Maimi Oceana, Miss Renchita, Annie, and Mio Mariah, YPG Guam. Finally, one
Finally,
YPG.
one
right?
YPG. You know, I think what we are missing is a giveaway because
Oh,
these people, they always want to get
yes.
something. Huh?
That's what it is. Okay,
I
now
see.
I get
because
it.
the morning show, everybody's commenting all the time.
Yes.
There's always something being given, so we're gonna
Okay.
work on that. Let's work
Yes.
on that probably for next week. But anyway, let's go for a break. We have a very powerful testimony, and right after we're gonna come back, talking a little bit more about this switch role inside of the family. Let's go for the testimony.
My name is Anna, and I'm an esthetician. My life before coming to the Universal Church was very sad. It was a very sad life from ever since I could remember. Growing up, I lived in a house where my father was drunk. He was an alcoholic. He would always drink. He was always drunk, and because of that, there were always fights at home, arguments with my parents amongst them. And he would also argue with me and my siblings. He would physically hit us. He would physically abuse us. He would abuse my mom physically as well. And we would see that. He would do that in front of us. And ever since I was young, a little girl, I started to get a lot of anger towards my father because of that. Because I would hate the fact that he would be so mean to us. I never had a hug from him. I never heard an "I love you" from him. And it hurt. I was angry. I was rebellious. I was always in a bad mood. I never laughed. I never smiled because I was always holding that grudge inside of me. As I grew up, I started to want to rebel even more and hurt my father in retaliation to what he would do to me or what he would do to us. And so I started to get tattoos on my body, and I started to drink just like him. I started to pierce my body as well, and I became addicted to that. Eventually, my parents divorced, and when they separated, it got even worse. My mom left, and I stayed at home with me and my brother. And so it was just us three. And that was also very tough because my father and I, we never got along. And so basically, he wanted me to do everything at home, and I didn't want to do anything. My lowest point was when my father and I got into a really bad argument, and we got into a physical altercation. He hit me and I hit him back. And that's when I told him that I was leaving. I think I was around like 17 years old, because I told him that I wanted to go, eventually after high school, I wanted to go to college, and he told me no. So we got into a really big argument, and we started to fight. He hit me. And then that's when I said I wasn't going to accept that anymore. So I hit him back, and he told me to get out, and I left. So I left. I went to go live with my mom and my sister. And that's where someone that I knew invited me to church. I learned about the Holy Spirit coming to church and listening to him in the service when the pastor was preaching. I had never heard about the Holy Spirit before. I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know that the Holy Spirit existed. But when I heard that he fills you with peace, he fills you, he comes inside of you and he fills you, I said, that's what I want. I want to be filled with that peace, with that interior love. I want that love that I never received outside. I want that because I know that's going to be God himself filling me. And I asked for it, and He did. He gave me it. After receiving the Holy Spirit, my life changed completely. He apologized to me. And after that, He and I have the best relationship. Like, He is the best father in the world. He calls me every day and he tells me, hey, sweetie, I love you. Hey, I love you. I miss you. How are you? Are you okay? Do you need anything? He's always calling me, always making sure I'm okay. Every time I go and I see him and we're together, he hugs me, he kisses me, he tells me he loves me. I mean, the only one who can do that, who can make that change, is God. All of my family is blessed, thank God, and we're happy. We live a really, really great family life. My love life as well is very blessed. I found a wonderful man of God who completes me, who together, he and I, we both are able to do the work of God together. He's a big blessing in my life. And my financial life is also a huge blessing as well. I have my own business. I'm an esthetician. I do skincare, and I'm able to work for myself. And I'm being very blessed in that area as well. But now that I have God, I live my life to serve Him in any way possible that I can every day of my life.
And we are back. And I have a question for you, which is there on your screen. Growing up, who was the head of your house? Was it your mom or was your dad? Let us know. I want to know what goes on there in the Micronesian family. I know that I grew up and I was raised by my grandma. And when I was being raised by my grandma, the head of the house was my grandpa. But then when I went to live with my mom, since she was a single mom, I grew up seeing a strong woman in the house because she had no other option. Now, Miss Joanne, you were telling me before the testimony that your mom, she was the one that would kind of like set the tone inside the house, and your dad was always really quiet.
Yes.
Now, when you went to your life, how did that affect you? The way you change the way you view things, the way you view men. I don't know. How did that affect you?
When I got into the relationship with my husband, I was really like my mom. It's like I adopt whatever my mom was doing and applying to my relationship.
Now, when you would see your mom treating your dad like the way she would you be like proud of her? It's like, oh, that's so cool. I love the way that my mom treats my dad. It's like one day I want to be like that.
No, I just don't know why I decided to
Just
live
replicate
like that.
it.
Yeah.
But it was not something like you thought about. It's like, man, I don't want to be like my mom in those areas. I'm not saying your
I
mom is a
was.
bad person, because everybody has their mistakes, and also their qualities. So your mom had a lot of qualities, but in those areas, maybe she was a little in the wrong position in the family. But when you saw her, you have this idea ever crossed your mind, like, oh, I don't want to repeat this thing inside of my family.
Yes, I was in the beginning. I was very respectful to my husband.
Oh yeah.
But then because before it's like everything like I said, I get it. It's always yes, it's always okay. But then when he started like going out with friends, Chugis, what I see in Chugis guys, they don't want their friends to think that they abandon them because of the wife. That's what they always say. Oh, you just don't want to be with us because the wife is gonna say this and that. So it changed. He really changed.
But
It's
they
like,
forget that they're not single
it's like
anymore.
when I got pregnant with her, that's when it started. It's like I started seeing things differently. He's giving me a hard time. Even to go see my sisters, it's like I hardly go to see my family.
So in the beginning, you really had good intentions coming into the relationship,
Yes.
but then because of his irresponsible, he being irresponsible, your vision towards men changed, and then you start like acting in the way that you never thought you would. It was just like what your mom always did in the house.
Yes.
Now, in the beginning of your relationship, was it peaceful or was like a chaos?
It was peaceful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
My dad took her shopping so many times. She was spoiled.
And how was it after, you started being bossy? Not without a reason, I'm not saying that, oh, you were being bossy and you were like wrong. Maybe you didn't have the right tools to fight. You didn't know God and you didn't know how to fight in the proper way. So you did of what any woman would do in your place. When your husband is just going out, being irresponsible.
Oh yes. And that's when, like, especially mom, like dads, with my dad, it's like, you want to be in that relationship, you have to fix it yourself. But with my mom, it's a different way.
How was her way?
It's like, if you want to go out with friends, go out with your friends too.
Oh.
So you can like
Okay.
just keep being single even though you're like married. Of course.
Like it has
Yeah,
to be equal.
It's like, if it has to be equal.
Mhm.
They also think about the freedom of right.
Mhm.
You have the right to do this and that. And I think that's where my mom is coming from. If you wants to go out with friends, enjoy, you go. Don't make him, don't allow him to make you stay home and be just a mother.
Mhm.
You can be a mom at the same time, enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
That's what.
One of the things that I see a lot is this competition that happens between men and women. And it's not healthy. And I'm not saying that men have rights to go and just like be single with their friends and pretend that they don't have any responsibility. That's not what I'm saying. If you are in a relationship, you're married, you have kids, you, sir, should behave like a man. You are not a single boy anymore. So come on, let's grow up and embrace your job inside of this family. That's not what I'm saying. The thing is that I see a lot of people going out of their way, sometimes even doing things that they are not even wanting to do, just because their other half is
Just
doing the
it.
same.
Yeah.
And then instead of fixing the wrong with the right, they try to fix the wrong with the wrong. And that's just like crazy. It's like, come on, he is doing wrong, and then you want to fix it and you go and do wrong as well. It makes no sense at all.
It's like they also listen to their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Their friends to see their other half like, oh, your boyfriend's doing that. How come you're not doing the same thing? Let's go out, do whatever. But then it's just gonna make it even worse.
The family keeps like getting broken every single day, and the problem keeps getting bigger and bigger because what a lot of people don't understand is that they can go out with their friends and have their fun, but at the end of the day, your family is the one that is there by your side. Your kids will always be your kids. They're never gonna stop being your kids. Friends, they come and go. I'm sorry to say, but you were not born stuck to your friends. And especially young people, it's a little hard for them to understand this, but friends, sometimes they're not there for life. I had so many friends in school, and I thought, oh, when I grow up, they will be my friends forever. And no, when school was over, I never heard of them ever again. So it's not true. But your family will always be there.
Yes.
If you like them or if you don't, they're still your family. They're your blood. So there's not escape. So you better have a good family so you can have a peaceful life. It makes more sense, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And especially if you actually make that decision, that big decision to actually get into a commitment and get married. It's like now there's a separation. So what is more important, those friends or your marriage, your husband, your wife, and then the children that are coming along the way also? You have to really think about that and weigh that. And like you were saying, sometimes they're just like, oh, well, my husband's going out and doing drugs, so, well, might as well also go and do chores.
Mhm.
That's not the right thing to do. And it's
Right.
like they're just thinking like, okay, yeah, because if not, maybe then this is I don't know if you can answer this question, but maybe they're thinking also like, oh, I'm gonna stay home and then I'm just gonna wait for him here and I'm gonna be all sad and like depressed and it's like thinking
I
because
think they think that people, because they feel they're being taken advantage of, then it's kind of like, I don't want to feel like somebody is taking advantage of me, so I'm just gonna do the same, because I don't want to feel weak.
Mhm.
Because if
Yes.
somebody's taking advantage of me, I am the weak one in this relationship, and I
That's
don't want to be weak.
especially how Chuki's women are
Mhm.
doing. They don't want to be called weak in the relationship.
Mhm.
Yes.
So to prove that they're strong, like they
Mhm.
go
They
do
do many
drugs
things.
and even like I've seen like even going in as far as like betrayal, the
Mhm.
cheating. I think this is where it all comes from. It's
Yeah.
like they see that in their spouse and like, oh well, if he can do it, then I can also do it. And it's
Mhm.
like that's not the right thing. Like you were saying, a wrong
Yeah.
with the wrong.
Yes.
It makes no sense. But you see how everything is reversed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when it's reversed, it's messy and it does not work at all. It doesn't work at all. But let me see if somebody actually comment.
Let's
Um,
see. Miss Mimey actually. she
Okay,
did.
let's
Oh, I'm
see.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. On behalf of Raylene, Miss Raylene is watching with Miss Mimey.
I'm trying to read, but I'm
And-
sorry, I have to see my eye doctor this week. My vision is not that great. So Yesenia, please help me out.
Yes, I got you. So it says here, growing up, my dad was the main provider. Okay, Miss Raylene is Chuki's, but her dad was the main provider. Mine also. He was the main provider, and I mean, to this day he is. But since things did change over the years of like this whole movement, like you said, my mom ended up getting a job as we got
Mhm.
older, and then she did start working. But we see that a lot that the women do get tired. And since we're naturally more emotional,
Mhm.
like I think this is where all this stress has
Yeah.
appeared over the years, because it's so much on us. It's a lot. It takes a toll on the woman also because the man was created, for like all that strong hard work and everything. So,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yes. Because of course, for Chukis, like they said, the man has to be the provider. But yes, they do. But it's just that Chukis ladies, they
They just want to
always
speak.
they
their-
always want, I think to exercise their, what they
They're
have.
right,
Yeah,
right?
they're
To be
right.
like the same level as the man.
Mm.
So because of that, I'm not gonna let my man do whatever he wants or tell me what to do. But I know that this also brought some bad consequences.
Yes.
But I have some friends from Chuk that they also have their opinion. Pastor Dennis, do we have those videos from the ladies in Chuk? Can we see them? Because our Pwipwis there in Chuk, they have also something to say about the topic of the day.
Mekekeki, Noribon, Ion, Kafilates, Muen y Kafefi.
Mwen. Mwen I chofer kira mwerorat fabiri. I John. I chofer ya norat fabiri. I bakure norat fabiri.
Mekekeki, Noribon, Ion, Kafilate, Muen y Kafefi.
Man, John, John neveri norati we fabiri man. Irapun man eat safira that man mekurerati we fabiri urusan. Met mare kare kiki kit fefin satabotaburi norati we fabiri.
Mekekeki, Noribon, Ion, Kafilate, Muen y Kafefi.
Mwen I John avorato feyatu norati we fabiri. Mwen I John avorato moga norati we fabiri. Mwen I John efeyatu norati we fabiri. Me avora kiramoin norati we fabiri.
So I had some translation here because my Chukese is not on point as Franciele there from Chuk. But I know that all of them, or probably majority of them, said that the man is supposed to be, at least supposed to be, the head of the house. And when we look at the kind of like the perfect world, that's what is really supposed to be. But in reality, especially in our generation, we are seeing a lot that the ladies, because they want to have their equal saying in the relationship, they don't want to feel less, they don't want to feel like they're being taken advantage of. Because of that, they want to be as strong as the men. And being strong is not the problem. The problem is that when you are too strong, you make your man weak. And that's that's something that I see so often, a lot. Because women, Micronesian ladies, they are really, really strong. And they complain that their husbands or their other half, they're really weak. They don't do anything. Oh, my husband doesn't want to work. My husband doesn't have a job. He just stay in the house. He sleeps until 12. She just likes the aircon. And then I was like, come on, how come you guys come from a culture where the man is supposed to be the provider? How is this man now just staying inside the house, not even wanting to go work? What changed? And then listening to your guys' stories, not only yours, but so many other ladies that we have been speaking with, we seen that, I'm sorry, ladies, to say, but it's your fault. And I say that with a lot of respect because, and I'm gonna bring myself into this. Many times, because we are too strong, we don't allow our husbands, our men, to be strong. They get comfortable and they think, oh, if they can do it without me, so why am I gonna try? Let them do it. And I see this even in my relationship. My husband is the head of the house, but as I said before, I came from a very broken family. Even though I grew up being raised by my grandma, when I moved to stay with my mom, I had to learn to be really independent. So I grew up really fast in terms of responsibilities. I grew up with this mentality. I'm not gonna depend on men because my dad, he was not a good example for me. Of course, he was not a man of God, but he was not an example. So I thought that men were all the same. And men, they're gonna make me suffer. So because of that, I'm not gonna let men tell me what to do. And my mom would always tell me, oh, you have to be independent. You have to be strong. You cannot depend on men. So I married with this mentality. Look how crazy that is. Because I thought that even though I was going to be married and I was going to help my husband and I was going to serve God, I could still be the one giving the last words. And I didn't even know because, come on, I was super young at that time. Before I did not even have a relationship. My husband was my first boyfriend. So I didn't know how was relationships, none of those things. But long story short, the more I proved myself to be strong, the bigger my burden grew. Because then I was doing my job and his job. And instead of being the one being taken care of, I was the one trying or having to take care of everything with zero help. Do you relate to that in any sense?
Yes, that's how I was too. When my husband is not working, it's like I cannot even leave things for the house for him to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do it myself because it's like I don't have trust. With me, it's like if you cannot, find a job, take care of your kids, how are you gonna do things around the house?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when I came from work, the house is clean. It's like maybe sometimes he'll be thinking, okay, the mother of my kids work from this time to this time, at least do something, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when I come, the house is not clean. I'll be really getting mad. Sometimes I have to spank my kids because they're grown enough to clean around the house. But I'm like, you guys, your dad is lazy. You guys are lazy, and you guys are using me to work for you guys.
And you are a very strong woman because you're raising four kids, working, having a husband. But imagine that. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. Imagine if your husband was the one working and you had the privilege of staying in the house and raising your kids. cleaning your house. I'm not saying that whoever stays in the house, you don't work. Quite the opposite. Because when we are in the house,
Yeah.
we work a
That's
lot.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you're the one going out to work, I stay home, take care of the kids, do all that needs
But
to
that's
be done.
work as
Yeah.
well.
Maybe when you come home, less headache
Exactly.
because food is there ready.
The house is clean.
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't that make your life a lot less stressful?
Yes.
Would that situation make you feel a little bit more how can I say, rested and not so burdened? So you see, I think I'm making you understand a little bit. It's not about equal rights, because we do have equal rights, but not because you have a right you have to do that certain thing. I like exercising, and me and my husband, we exercise together. And there are certain exercises, of course, his arms are way stronger than mine, but there are certain things that I can do, some weight that I can lift, and I don't need his help to do that. I really don't. I can go there and lift my weight and do my exercise. But when I am carrying a bunch of like heavy stuff, even though I know I can do it, I am strong enough to do it. I'm not like with any kind of disease or anything that doesn't allow me disability for me not to do it, but it doesn't mean that I have to. Because if I kind of like remove my husband from this, the role not only of provider but of protector, then I'll be the one just kind of like doing everything, and who will take care of me? Because I'm not letting him take care of me. And this is a problem that a lot of ladies, they don't understand why their other half does not take care of them. It's because you were too strong. You were the one not allowing your other half to take care of you. And even though you want that, you are pursuing that in the wrong way. It's not telling him, oh, you have to take care of me. Oh, you have to go to work. Oh, why are you just in the house? That's not how you're going to make your husband see that he needs to do something, that he is the man. You have to allow him to be the man. And for that, you need to kind of like step back a little. And it's really hard for a woman to do that. Because you think that they're not going to do it, right?
Yes. And when you see that, like that, they don't step back. That's why there's so many women that are frustrated. You see that so much nowadays. It's like then this bitter woman is born. This monstrous woman is created, and then she's like, you know what? All men are the same. They're all weak. They don't get jobs. I'm the one who works. I'm the one who brings money to this table. I'm the one who takes care of the kids. I'm the one who takes over the world. You know what I mean? She holds the world in her hand. Yes, but how are you inside? How is your heart? What's inside of you? What you give? Your kids are probably so terrified of you. Amber's like, yes.
Amber's gonna talk about this in a couple of seconds. Yes, and I read some comments because I can see there's a long comment here.
Yes, I do actually.
I cannot read it, but I can see.
Okay, it's actually Sylvia.
Amber, can you read it?
Amber, would you read it for us?
Oh, Amber cannot see as well.
It's okay. So it goes like this. It says, I would say during this time, technically days, many people are being influenced on how they should deal with their relationship, like who plays or who is in charge of which role. Or they ask and get advice from the wrong source, people. Usually in the beginning, let us continue.
Can I continue?
Can you continue? Okay, sorry. Usually in the beginning, it's the man who is in charge. And as problems and all occur, women tend to overpower. And at times, I would also see the lady babying the man.
Yes. I see this a lot. There's some more comments right there. Let's read so our friends can also participate.
Miss Rose left a comment.
Miss Ranchita, I think that says.
Miss Rose.
Right? Miss Rose. Okay, Miss Rose. Annie says, my father is the provider. My mother is the boss.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's how.
Because when I heard you guys saying in the beginning, it's like, no, man is the provider. Man is the provider. That's not what I see. That's not what I.
That's how it should be.
That is how. Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be. But
sometimes they said the man is the provider and the mother or the woman is the bank. That's how sometimes they say it.
Let's see some more comments right there. Do you have any
see.
more?
I think we also have Miss Desiree. Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
it's Miss
actually, we have
Sinoan.
Miss Sinoan. In my family, my dad was the head of the household.
That's great.
Okay,
I have saw
good.
Miss Akina as well.
Akina, men head of household, men provider, men peacemaker. Okay.
Who else? Who else?
Anyone else? And we have Miss Desiree. It says, in a Mexican household, it was my dad. We were taught at a young age that the head of the household will always be the man.
You see, some cultures, as I was saying to Mrs. Sena in the beginning, some cultures it's really strong that the man is the head of the house, and the women they really respect the man. In Brazil, it's of course it's not every single family, but the majority of families are like that. You know, families that have a certain structure, they respect that the man is the one that is the head that takes the decision. And ladies, let's be honest. It's not that you were less than the man, but God gave a responsibility to the man that it's way easier if it's off of our shoulders. Come on, it's so much easier to follow than to lead. My goodness, if you could understand that. And I know, I get it, that not every man is a man of God, is the man that you're gonna trust with your eyes closed, like, yeah, he's a man of God, he's gonna lead me to the right way. I know not all men are like that, but that's where faith comes in. Because even if your husband is not that man yet, doesn't mean that he will never be. Can we have the verse? Okay, our verse is here on the screen. Can you show it here so everybody can read? Okay. Look what the Bible says. Yesenia.
In the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22, it says, wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord.
And this verse is so controversial, especially in 2026. Be talking about women be submissive to the husband is like, oh my gosh, how do you dare to say that? We have equal rights. But when you understand that submission is not something that makes you less of a woman, quite the opposite. It gives the support to your man, to your husband, to do what he does. It's kind of like one role complements the other. And you want to be taken care of. You want to have somebody to provide for you. You want to be protected. You want to be loved. But you cannot have all of that being the second man inside your house. And this is what a lot of people, they don't understand. When we behave so strong, so manly, so like, I can do this, we take from the man the eyes of like, she needs me, you know? Kind of like, it's not that she's fragile, but like, I need to take care of this woman because she needs me. He sees you like another man. And that's why so many houses, you're laughing because it's true. So many houses, you see the men fighting with the woman, so much abuse. Why? Because the man cannot see that lady, that woman, as someone that needs to be taken care of.
Or as a lady. No?
Yeah, it's just like one more man inside the house.
Yeah.
And why are you laughing? It was like that in your house?
It was.
Exactly like that.
My sisters will be like, that's why you always come with black guys, because even your mom cannot give still.
Would you like beat up your husband?
They would
We're
fight.
fighting.
They would fight. I would witness it
Fist
so many
fight?
times. Like, wow.
Oh, wow.
Like, yo, you're actually fighting him?
Wow. Now, today, of course, you came to Jesus and you learned a different way. You learned that you don't have to be superwoman, you know, to have
It was
respect.
really hard in the beginning.
I bet you it was.
It
I bet it
was.
was, of course. But how things changed inside of your house? Who had to change first?
I had to change
Mhm.
first.
What did you do?
I have to stop like talking back,
Mhm.
and because me only little thing when my husband before I came to Jesus, every time he like get mad, we fight. I'm so fast to get the phone and call 911, call the police on him.
If it's not the cops, it's her sisters.
So
always reporting to
maybe
her sisters.
he's really don't like doing that. So we'll just argue. And then with him, he'll say some word like something that really that's very hurtful. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when he talk, he don't, he cannot touch me, but it's like
The
Yeah,
words
just
are
make
stronger
me-
than
yeah.
a
He has
punch.
no filter.
No
So-
filters.
so I'll be the one starting just to get things and started to throw
Just to get back
until
at him.
we really like get to each other and
And fight.
fight.
Now, after you started to change, what changed in your husband?
He's not yelling at me anymore.
What else? I know that there's something amazing that happened in your family that was not happening for a long time. Tell me what it was that happened, the miracle that happened in Mr. Sofar's life. What did he do?
He stopped yelling at me. He wanted to, like us to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he eliminates all the friends.
Oh, you see?
Wow.
It's until today, he's not going with friends. It's
Uh-huh.
just work, church, house.
Back then,
He's happy to go home and see
Yes.
his wife.
back then, it would be me and my brother. Like we would be in the car back seat, always following him to go to his friend's house, only for him to like buy weed. I'm like, we're back at this place again. I don't like being here. But then he'll constantly like, we'll go drive, stroll around the island. But then we see this one place. We're like, oh, this place again.
Oh boy.
And knowing that your mom was at home. right?
Yeah, my mom would be at home or at her sister's house or at
Mhm,
work. My
mhm,
sisters, they'll be with my auntie.
mhm,
But then it's just always me and my brother. Oh, we're back at this place.
Now, I know that today, Mr. Sofar, he is not just in the house sleeping till 12. What happened with him? Tell me.
He found a job. He
Mhm.
worked. And before, when it was only me working, I cannot get my kids what they want.
Uh-huh.
I'll be really telling them, it's just what you guys need. I cannot afford anything that wants. It's
Mhm.
just the needs that
What's
yeah.
necessary, right?
So I really try to make them understand. And sometimes when I'm so mad, I'll be like, because there's no use of your brother being in the house. I'll be the one also putting words in their ears. And I know it's gonna mess up what they're thinking,
Mhm.
but
No, yeah.
it's like
I would also encourage her. Yeah, just leave him. Just leave him. There's no point of having him.
My
You would tell your mom to leave your dad.
Yes.
So,
Like, I would
wow.
be so mad. Like, he's not even doing anything for his family. Just leave him.
And how do you see your dad now that he is respecting your mom? He's working. He's not just, there being a parasite inside the house. He's contributing to the family. How your vision towards him changed?
Like, I see him as like a real man now. Before, I was like, oh, it's just an immature little boy here.
Wow. How about you, Miss Joanne? How do you see him now?
because even before, it's like he's just there because of our kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. And then when things started to change, I started to have the love towards him again.
Oh.
Yeah.
She would like back then. She'll tell me, "Oh, I don't love your dad anymore. I'm just with
Wow.
him because of you guys." I'm like,
It's not like, some, like people, they would think that, oh, because she's seeing someone. That's first thing Chukis will think.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the family of, your partner.
husband.
Yeah. That's the first thing they will think of. But there is some people that they see his family that really know how our life together, what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So they even like tell me, I don't know how you still with him, because if that was me, I'll live long time.
growing up, I noticed that, like, even at a young age, I noticed that my mom's side of the family, like, they hated my dad. They hated my dad, but my dad's side, like, oh, they really love my mom. Like,
I mean, it's understandable if I would have somebody just in the house doing nothing, being a dead weight inside the house. Of course, he was being hated with a reason, but you see how great it was when you started putting things in the right place, and how he understood that he needed to be a man. He needed to be part of the family. He couldn't be just a boy lying in the living room with the aircon the whole day, right?
But you see that it's all because of her decision.
Yeah.
So wives, submit to your own husbands,
Yeah.
because she made that decision. That caused the change in him.
Mhm.
So maybe everybody was attacking him, oh, it's him. He's
Yes,
so lazy. He don't have a job. He treats his kids bad. He treats his wife like this. He doesn't help. He doesn't do anything. But one little decision
Mhm.
just changed everything around. But who was the one who had to make the decision? And not the man change.
Yeah.
No, the woman, the wife had to change.
And this is why this show is called Pwipwi POV. We see your point of view. We understand where you're coming from. But a lot of times our culture, our background, our family history, all of those things messes up the way we see life and the way we behave in life. And that's why we need to bring the Bible so we could see how God planned things to be. And if we follow his plans, things will work. For sure, there's no doubt. No doubt about it. So if your relationship, your husband is just that boy inside the house using your aircon and doing nothing, start to change you. Submit to him. Start allowing him to be the man making decisions. I know in the beginning it will be really hard. I get it. But stick to the plan. It's going to work. Follow this because this works. The word of God does not fail. Does not fail. And when you start submitting yourself to him, allowing him to lead, to guide your family, he's going to start seeing that, wow, I have somebody here that I need to be responsible for. I need to work for. I need to help this family. And he's going to start loving you as the Bible says. So instead of trying to be the man inside of the house, how about you taking the role that God chose for you? That doesn't make you smaller, doesn't make you weaker, quite the opposite. Because only strong women can actually do this. To be submissive, to allow yourself to be led, to be guided, is only for strong women. Weak women, they just go with their feelings. They just scream at their husband, just do whatever they want to do. That's not strength, that's weakness. I'm sorry to say. We have some last comments before we finish because it's
we
almost
do.
time.
We have somebody here. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, but it says Pitani Fuch. Is that how you pronounce it? Pitani Fuch, I guess. But it says like this. Oops, sorry. It says like this. I grew up in my family. I have 5 sisters, 7 brothers.
Wow.
So what I saw from my parents, they both are providers. My mom did not depend on my dad, and also my dad doesn't depend on my mom. When my mom sees my dad works, she also helps him, and they both help each other. And
At least
Yes.
they help each other. Do we have any other comments?
And we also have
Yes.
Miss Iris. She says, my dad is a head of the household, but in another way, my mom is a provider.
All right. Who else?
Anybody else?
That's great.
David? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, Denia. Hi, Denia. Nice to see you here. So Denia says, my dad leads the way and my mom made sure we followed. He led by example and my mom made sure we learned what he was teaching or showing.
You see,
Yes.
so when we follow God's recipe,
Mhm.
things always work. And I saw this in my own relationship. When I stopped being the Miss Independent
Yes.
and trusting my husband's lead, I saw the way that he looked at me changed. And that didn't make me weaker, smaller, not at all. You only made him see me in a different way. So if you want your husband to appreciate you, to love you, to care for you, do what the Bible says. And for that, we have a challenge so we can close the show. Can we have the challenge here on the screen,
Oh yes,
please?
we're over time today.
See, we talk a lot. So this is the challenge of the week or the day. Who has been the head of your household? Not your mom's, not your where you grew up, your own. Who has been the head of your household? Have you been following God's point of view or your own? Have you been following what you always saw in your house that maybe was not the right thing? Or you're actually following what the Bible has been teaching us, the recipe that God left for us? Which one are you following? If you have been following the wrong one, there's time to change. And the change starts with you. And it can start today. You don't have to leave it for tomorrow. So next time your husband asks for something, instead of going there and screaming about it and making a whole scene about it, how about you just say, okay. It's gonna require a lot of your strength, because inside you're gonna be like, oh, I want to say something, but just answer okay, and see how much peace you're gonna have on that day. And on the following day, do the same. And I'm just telling you this, but make sure you understand. It's not for you to follow the lead of your husband if he asks you to do something evil, sinful. That's not what the Bible is teaching, okay? If he's telling you to do something sinful, you are free to say, no, I'm not gonna submit to you because I'm gonna be going against God. So don't confuse things. But as long as it's something that is not harmful, it's just a decent decision, how about instead of fighting back, just say, okay, allow your family, your house to have peace. You're gonna see how everything is gonna change inside of your house. Next week, we have more. We have a lot more topics coming up. And next week, I will see you guys again here, 6 p.m. on Sunday with our Pwipwi POV. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.